Hi guys, so this is the last part of the writing workshop video that I'm sharing with you. So in this video, I'm going to share all the resources that you need to have on your table when you start with your writing workshop, okay? So obviously these ones are the essential elements, and this is a thesaurus, and this is dictionary, and this is something that I created for her. So here, let me show you a sneak peek into this book. So here it's like, suppose if the child writes a sentence, I saw a beautiful girl, she was very good. So these are basic sentences, basic words that a child actually uses. So this book has synonyms and replaceable words, strong verbs. So when a child would like to write beautiful, so instead of beautiful, the child would scroll down to say, suppose if the child wants to write happy, so instead of happy, the child can use any of these words. Okay, and the child should not use very often. So if you want to say very perfect, so instead of very perfect, so this is gonna happen in the revising part of the writing workshop. Yeah, right. Like in revising, they need to work on the spellings and punctuations and so many things. I think that's editing. Yeah, I'm just getting confused. Okay, so this is how after writing a piece, they can work on the words and they can change the words. So they can use, instead of very perfect, they can use flawless, because it is recommended that we should not use very more often, even in our normal conversation and in our writing. Okay, so this book has everything, and I got it from Teachers Pay Teachers, and then I took a screenshot from Pinterest and from Google. Okay, so this is how she uses this book whenever she writes down. And she, suppose if she would like to write, I'm in a bad mood, and then she'll come back to this mood, to this page, and then she'll see. She doesn't understand, she asks me, and sometimes she even uses thesaurus, which is also good, because right now she can't find the words, so I'm just telling her, and only by telling the kids they pick up on things, right? So I just tell her, eventually she's gonna use this book too. So these are the resources that you must have. And now comes that, for example, if like we have limited time and energy, and how one should achieve the same result as the writing workshop actually has. So I would recommend you Moffat Girls writing series. Okay, so Moffat Girls, you can get it from TPT, and her materials on writing workshop is amazing. So suppose if you want your child to do descriptive writing, you can get materials on that. You want them to do instructional writing, for example, this is an instructional writing thing that I got. So everything is ready. You don't need to invest a lot of time in the research work. You get the right material from TPT and you just start with the writing process. Okay, so I would definitely recommend, if you don't follow any of the thing that I'm recommending, just stick to Moffat Girls writing resources, and that's it. Okay, so next is poems, because we need to work on poems, and especially if you have a reluctant writer who doesn't like to write sentences, and would manage to write words, then you should introduce them to poetry. So in poetry, I've shown this book already to you. There's an introduction, and then they have these worksheets as per the theme, and you can just give it to your child to just start writing with the different types of poetry that you're teaching. So this book is by Proud to be Primary. Okay, so then next comes the other resources that we had used. Okay, so this is the creative writing notebook by Good and the Beautiful. This is the first level, and I really want to give it away. So after this, I'm gonna make an announcement on my story, and I'm gonna post this on my Instagram post, and whosoever blocks it first, I'm gonna ship this book to her. Okay, so language arts and literature book is the level 1 book of Good and the Beautiful, and I really love this book because of the various things that we have learned, be it phonics, spellings, and everything. But it even touches writer workshop concept here. So they start with tiny things which you have to teach to your kindergarten, like writing a thank you note, writing a thank you notes, and being more descriptive, and writing a story by just telling them that you have to introduce the character in the beginning, you have to introduce the setting in the beginning, then a problem in the middle, and at the end you introduce them to, as in you tell the solution of the problem. Okay, so this was Good and the Beautiful level 1. Like, if you guys are following it, then you must have come across the writing workshop topic that they have here. Okay, so post this, like I told you about the non-fiction part from Moffat Girls. She has wonderful materials on this, and then comes poetry, okay, and then is language arts curriculum by The Good and the Beautiful. Okay, and for reluctant writers, poetry is the first thing, and the second thing is writing book reviews, and it is very simple. Okay, so this is again something that I created. So you just need to get these templates from Pinterest, take a screenshot, okay, and print it out. Okay, make spiral binded book for this particular thing, and whatever story your child reads, post that, you give them this sheet to fill it up. Okay, like she read Sophie Mouse, and that is what she has written over here. She drew something here. So this is again a good way to begin with the writing workshop thing. When you don't know, that my child will not be writing paragraphs and won't be able to fill the entire page, then this is something that will solve your problem. Okay, and so after this, I came across Evan Moore, and Evan Moore is again brilliant. Okay, so you can have Moffat Girls and you can have Evan Moore's with you. Evan Moore's, when you research, like when you go to his website, you will not find anything specifically under creative writing. Okay, there are many headings and subheadings, and then you can download them. I would recommend to have ebook because it's a US website, and these curriculums have been used by all the homeschooling moms there. So shipping would be quite expensive, and you can actually print it out and spiral bind it. So I have like these 4 materials with me. Okay, so it's for say grade 1 to 3, how to write a story. So this book tells you exactly how to do that. It has different styles like a fairy tale story and many other things I didn't remember right now. Okay, so, and it even has a teacher's resource. It tells you how to start. It doesn't start it actually just with the worksheets. It tells you how one should teach it to the child. So this is really interesting because see, beginning, middle, end, you introduce the characters here and so on. It guides you guys, and it's amazing. Okay, so these are the worksheets here, and once upon a time you can write here, once upon a time, and at last then you can just fill up. So instead of so the workbook that I showed you, as in the file folder that I showed you, which had different subheadings as writing, drafting and all, you can use that, or you can use this, but that can be used at a later age also. When your child has understood the process through these workbooks, then you can shift to that. And these have few sight words, prompts, which helps your child to make their own sentences and the story. Okay, good thing, bad thing, sequence and write a story, look at the pictures and then make your own story. See, so this has everything in this, and you can just start with your work. The next one is paragraph writing. So this was fiction writing, and this is paragraph writing, that is non-fiction, how one should teach it to the child, how to go about it. So it has narrative, descriptive, sentences in it, and everything is in this if you want to write an instruction. Okay, so this is paragraph writing. I showed you a fiction, now I'm showing you non-fiction. Okay, Next is reading literary text. So this is something which will help your child in comprehension. Okay, so this doesn't actually come, it doesn't come under writing workshop, but I really liked this, so I had downloaded it. Okay, so when you practice a lot, then the child's interpretation and comprehension skills improve. Okay, so this is the reading literary text thing that I got. Okay, and the last one is write a super sentence, which means that you teach the child to stretch their sentence and how one should do that. So here we have everything, like you can use a you can use an adjective before a noun and an adverb before a verb and so on. So that's all, guys, and I am done. I'm sorted. I'm glad that I finally finished this video, and it was pending for since a very long time, so I'm glad that I did it. So if you have any queries, feel free to message me, because even I'm in a learning phase. I would like to know the problem so that I can work on it and it can be helpful for us too. So please do that, and I would like you to let me know how the videos were, because it motivates me to make more, and I feel like I really connect with you. So definitely let me know how did you find the videos. Okay, so bye guys, have a good day.